Hi boys and girls. So today we're going to be drawing and using our tape to make the bridge in Monet's Water Lilies painting. So the first thing we need to do is figure out where the middle of our paper is. So you don't really want to fold it in half for real, but you kind of could just fold it in half like a hot dog the long way and see where the middle of your paper is. Right here is where we're gonna put the bridge. We're gonna need space on this side and this side to do the plants that go there. So I'm gonna have you give your hand space on one side and just make a very light pencil line, almost so that you can't even see it. And then put your hand on the other side right against the edge of the paper, do another line almost so that you can't see it. Now my hand is like a little bit bigger than yours, so I'm gonna move mine over. But you're gonna use one hand space with all your fingers together to measure where your bridge is gonna go. Next, you're going to draw a line a little bit toward the bottom, and it's gonna be slightly curved up and then back. And you do it very lightly until you get the curve that you want. Then you're gonna need to go up a little bit on the same line, not high, just about maybe 3 or 4 finger spaces. And draw a line up here, and then across, do the same thing, about 3 or 4 finger spaces, and then draw a line up there, and do it very lightly. Then what you're gonna wanna do, this looks a little bit high. Then what you're gonna wanna do is take that line and go up a little bit, just like the same as the bottom, until it has the same curve. Okay, then you're gonna make 4 lines. You're gonna use one connecting here, one connecting here, and then we're gonna make 3, let's say 3 lines in the middle. So 1, let's say 3 finger space, 2, 3 finger space. Oh, we can fit 3 lines. Okay? Once you have those lines, now we're going to begin taping where the bridge goes. So you're gonna have your piece of painter's tape, and you're gonna need to very carefully rip pieces of the tape to fill in your bridge. So if you need help ripping your tape, I can help you. You could rip it in half first. You can even stick it on your paper to help you. And then rip it into little strips. And you're gonna wanna do that to cover the space where your bridge will go. If you don't finish this today, that's okay. We can continue it next week. But the point today will be to work on drawing your bridge with room on both sides and starting to tape over where you want the bridge to go. And that's because next week we're gonna be painting, just like we did last week, all over the bridge. And that way when we wanna go back and paint it a different color, it'll be all ready to go. If you have any white spaces like I just had, you can just rip a tiny piece of tape off and fill in that little spot. Because this is Impressionist and it's made up of all those little dots, it's okay if you have a little bit of areas where they don't match up perfectly. But if you want to find a way to make it as perfect as it can be, you can just keep ripping your tape into little pieces and try to patch them up. Okay. So right here, I don't like where it's uneven. I'm gonna try to fix that by layering my tape over. Put a little piece over this white dot, and then a little piece over here. And that's it, I'm done. I have my bridge taped out. That way, next week, we can do green and yellow here, up here. We can do some green in the background. We can do our darker brown, our blues, and some of our greens down here that are reflecting in the pond. And then once we finish doing all of our background colors, we're gonna go in with our paintbrush and we're gonna do some very careful dots to make our lily pads, or our lily flowers. Okay, but for today, this is what I want you to have done.